Okay, time for homework. So if you would get into your PPS book, page 261. Page 261. Well, number 1, which decimal is less than 35 hundredths? Instead of writing fractions this time, I want you to just simply look at the tenths place. We have a 3 in our tenths place, okay? So we're looking for a number that has less than 3 in the tenths place. Okay, that's the only hint I'm going to give you. So something that's less than 3 in the tenths place. Number 2, I want you to cross this part out. I'm not a big fan of that question, so we're just not going to do that one for this time. Okay? But we're going to do the top part. So which is the greatest? I want you to take all of these numbers, and I want you to write them over here to the side. So we have 19 hundredths. Kind of leave some space. We're going to make sure you line up your place values. We have 1. We have 91 hundredths. And we have 2 hundredths. So this is how I want you to do it. Line up your place values. So your ones place, tenths place, hundredths place. Remember when we compare, we always start in the ones place. If they're all the same, then you move to the next place. But I see that one of them's not the same, so that must mean something for your answer. Okay? So you're going to find out which fraction is the greatest. Sorry, decimal is the greatest. Okay? Down here, you're going to classify each decimal as less than half, equal to half, or greater than half by writing each decimal in the correct column on the chart. So what that means, boys and girls, let's think of half of 100. What would be half of 100? 50 is half of 100, so 50 over 100, right? So when you're looking at your decimals, okay, we have 5 hundredths. Is 5 hundredths anywhere close to 50 100ths? No, 5 hundredths is less than half. It's less than 50. 5 hundredths is less than 50. Okay, but here we have 52 hundredths. So is 52 larger or smaller than 50? Okay, but as you see, we also have tenths in here. So what's half of 10? What's half of 10? We should say 5. 5 is half of 10. So here's some fractions you can use to help you compare your decimals. If it's less than 50 or 5, you put it here. If it's equal to 50 or 5, you put it here. If it's greater than 50 100ths or 5 tenths, you put it here. Okay? You flip the page. Milk cost 50 cents and juice costs 55 cents. Which costs less, milk or juice? I want you to do the same thing. Well, go ahead and line those decimals up. Okay, so what I mean, we're going to start in the ones place. Both of these are zeros, right? They equal the same thing. That means jump to the next place. So our ones are good, jump to tenths. But those are both the same too, so we can't compare those either. Jump to your hundredths. One of these is larger than the other, 0 and 5. One of them's bigger. Okay? So the one that is the smallest is what costs the less. So whichever one of these is the smallest is what costs less. Julie has $2 to spend at lunch. A slice of pizza is $2.25. A sandwich is $2. A bowl of soup is $1.95. What can Julie buy for lunch? And explain your answer. Same thing. Let's go ahead and line these up. We have $2.25. We have 2. So when you see $2, what's usually back here? Just $2. It's going to be zeros, right? And $1.95. These are the prices of the options. Remember, she has pizza, sandwich, and soup. But she only has $2 to spend. So there's only 2 options here of what she can actually buy for lunch. So give me those 2 options down here and tell me why she's able to buy those things. Okay? If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to email me. And remember, you need to take a picture of your homework, both of these pages. Try to get it as clear as possible so that I can see it and I can help you if you make any mistakes.